Hi there guys and welcome back. Today, we're gonna be building out my new shop.
What's up, Arpad?
What's up?
Need some help?
Obviously.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
But first, Arpad forgot a couple of things, so we're here at Home Depot. Come follow us.
So we got the wrench, Logan's cutting keys. Let's go get some drill bits.
One 2x4, but how long does it need to be?
I don't know. Keep going.
Okay.
Doesn't the lumber oil just smell great?
It does smell good. Oh, there's Arpad. Did you get it?
Yep.
What was the issue?
I don't know.
Where do we go for this long drill bit?
I'm assuming the tools section.
Okay.
All right, so the very first thing that I'm going to do in this shop is high lift the garage door. And the first step in order to do that is to remove the garage door opener. So let's do that. So to unwind garage door springs, you'll need garage door winding bars. These are proper tools made for this application. You don't want to stick a screwdriver or anything in here because these hold a couple hundreds, even thousands of pounds of torque on it. So you want to make sure you have the proper tools, these proper winding bars, and you want to go slow as you're undoing them. So what Logan's doing right now is he is removing the bottom brackets of the garage door so that we can get the cable off. Then we're going to remove the horizontal tracks afterwards and hopefully install the new pieces. Okay, so now that the door tracks are off, I have these little 12-inch pieces that I custom ordered, and they're just going to fit in like this and extend the door up. So I'm going to drill a couple holes and mount these in place.
Alright, so now we gotta take the springs and the spring bar and put them back up at the top, and then we gotta wind up the springs again. So we're gonna go do that now.
All right, so this took a lot more work than I thought, but the tracks are raised about a foot, springs are rewound, We had to cut out a little bit of drywall because now it's going straight up. We don't want the drywall interfering with it. But let's see how well this thing works. So while Ivan is working on the garage door, I will be installing a sub panel in the garage for the AC unit and some extra outlets and maybe an electric car charging station. So we're just going to take the panel off, run some wires, and install a sub panel. This is a very common topic. I'm not an electrician, so I'm not going to go into any detail explaining it because this is pretty much my first time doing it, but there's many resources out there showing how to install a sub panel. While Logan is busy with all of the electrical work and wiring the sub panel, I am going to be installing the mini split unit. This is something I've wanted for a long time. This is a Mr. Cool unit, which is a DIY system. I can do it myself. I don't need any sort of training. Should be easy to install. We'll see how well it goes. So turns out I don't have the hole saw for the mini split yet. I'll do that tomorrow. So let's check back on what Logan's doing.
Oh yeah, we're back. I'm just getting out this drywall real quick, and we'll almost have a nice little cable run to run the air conditioning through.
So we put away all the camera equipment, but I'd say we did a good job today. Got the electrical somewhat ran, got the AC somewhat templated. But yeah, we did great. Thank you so much, Logan, for
No problem.
for helping. You can check out Logan at his channel, Logan Edwards. And you can check out Ivan at his channel, Pizza Man Joe.
Yeah, I did all the filming, so.
Awesome. Well, this day one's a wrap.
Oh, you're good.
There we go.
There we go.
So what I'm doing right now is I finished drilling the hole in the wall, and I'm mounting the AC unit with the bracket according to the instructions. There are these tubes here, and you just want to gently fold them out, gently, so that way it doesn't make any kinks. So now what we're gonna do is, well, what I'm gonna do, along with Ivan maybe, is install this. The lines are pre-charged with Freon already, like with the refrigerant. So that's the reason why I don't need to call an HVAC technician. What Ivan is doing is he's taking a level and he's going to draw a straight edge all the way along the wall and cut this part of the wall out just like how we did here for the AC run of the electrical. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm installing a switch disconnect. This is up to code, and it's going to allow me to connect the AC to this. right, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start installing the garage door opener by mounting the bracket up here and connecting it to the bracket over there. Now, Ivan and I are going to lift this motor up, attached on this bracket, cut these brackets down to the right length, and secure it in place. So, the opener's hung, it's looking good. But the arm is a little bit of a different story because now that we extend the door, this won't reach. So I have this arm right here, which came off of one of my old garage door openers, and I'll use this to join the two together. The opener's wired up, the arm is connected. Now all we gotta do is plug it in and use the switches on the bottom to program it. And now, when we push the button, I'd say day 2 was a pretty successful day. Big shout out to Ivan, Pizza Man Joe behind the camera.
Hi, this is really hard to hold like this.
And let's hope day 3 goes successfully. Today is gonna be a pretty small day because I'm working by myself. Today I'm just gonna replace some light fixtures, maybe add a few more, maybe put a fan in the middle. Still not sure how much I'm gonna get done today, but I'm gonna start by replacing these light fixtures and probably running some wires. I've just been working, haven't really had much time to talk to the camera, but we're gonna cut this hole. I've got one of my light boxes going here, another one over there. To feed the wire easier, and because there's a massive load-bearing beam right here, I'm gonna cut this portion of the drywall out, drill through, and push the wires through. And yes, it is okay to drill a small hole through a load-bearing beam as long as you do it properly and in the right position. Alright, so this is what it's looking like so far. Got a lot of holes in the ceiling. Got a ceiling fan rated box right there for a fan. We got those 2 lights taken down and wires run from there. Cut holes in the ceiling to run the wires. To some more boxes which have yet to be installed. There's a big load bearing beam right here, so I had to make a big hole to drill through that. And then more boxes for some lights. So at this point, I'm gonna run the boxes and install the lights. Probably just put it in a time-lapse mode because I don't have anybody to operate the camera besides Logan's tripod. So, yeah. should. The fan is up. And now I think I'm gonna put some drywall behind here, just mount it flush. I was thinking of doing angle pieces and framing that out, but I'm kind of feeling lazy, so I'm just gonna mount directly to the header right here. And we'll see how well that goes. Today, we're going to work on some electrical stuff with the sub panel. The AC is hooked up, but I'm gonna hook up a 220 circuit for the table saw, a 120 circuit for some of my other tools, maybe even a second one if I can see where I want to put those outlets. And I have a box of outlets here that I'm going to put around the entire garage. This is kind of an unprofessional ending to day 6, but the camera's running low and I still have a lot more to get done. I'm working on drywalling up the parts that I covered. I'm still gonna get some more wood and do that just to frame behind it so I can attach the drywall. Gonna install the outlets and then I will see you guys for day 7. Today is whatever day it is. I lost track of all the days already.
Probably day 4.
I think it's actually day 5 or 6. But disgrace. I did all the drywalling and painting off camera because if there's anything worse than doing drywall and painting, it is watching somebody do drywall and painting.
I love watching paint dry. I don't know what you're talking about.
But we have more people today. We have Brady, Logan, and Ivan's behind the camera. And we're gonna be installing walls today to cover up this ugly water tank.
You didn't mean it, it's okay.
What we're gonna do is just frame walls simply by nailing 2x4s together, just simple standard wall construction. Just top, bottom plate, nail this thing. and just lift the walls up, frame around the doors where we need to. Just simple construction. It's self-explanatory. There's many videos on this, so I'm not going to go into any detail about it.
Why is this wood so brittle?
Because it's old. So now that we got the door done, we're going to finish framing these walls and put drywall over this stuff, put the other door in. But first, I forgot a few things, so let's head to the hardware store.
Again, our pad! Our pad!
What I want to do now is insulate this because this water tank makes a lot of noise. Yeah, we're just gonna push this stuff in. This will help prevent the sound from the noisy water tank behind.
I love watching paint dry. I don't know what you're talking about.
Today is me for the future, but I'm going to pretend like it is day 8, just the start of it, where it is epoxy floor day. I've got Logan and Ivan here with me, and I guess the first step to do is just clear out the entire garage. So, I don't like these gaps in the concrete very much, so I have this caulk and I'm going to fill these gaps. So most people are too embarrassed to talk about their caulk, but I'm not. I'm proud of my caulk, just like how I'm proud of this week's sponsor, the like and subscribe buttons. While the caulk is drying, we're going to unbox the epoxy floor. I got this one from Rust-Oleum. It's the rock solid kit, but I've never done this before, but let's get into this. So that is it for this day of epoxy goodness. We ran out of paint chips for the rest of the floor, so we ended up trying to crumble leaves and put them on there, but that did not work out so well, so a cabinet is going over that spot. This spot looks a little bit empty, but overall I don't think it looks all that bad. I kind of wish I got the gray epoxy rather than the beige epoxy, but this looks all right. I'm happy with it. And a huge thank you to Logan and Ivan once again for coming out and helping me with this project.
3 days later.
Got some baseboard right here. Don't have any camera equipment with me because my camera is dead. So I'm going to just take these boards and install them along the walls, just, you know, typical baseboard installation. It's done. The baseboard's all done, the doors are hung. Still gonna work on a little bit of trim and fix a hole back there, but that can be done much later. But for right now, it's pretty much done. That's just incredible. Well, it's time to start moving the tools in. It has been 3 years since I started this channel. I started with a 14-year-old kid with basic tools, making not so good projects in a garage. Now here I am, a 17-year-old with the biggest shop I've ever had. Learning and growing through experience, now making more badass things than 14-year-old me can only dream of, It's just a dream come true. Also learning and growing in video production, finding my style of editing, using professional cameras, and working with better audio is a significant upgrade from me shooting on my old iPhone. I started my channel to prove a point. That point being, if a young teenager can build it, you can too. When I built my shed shop from the ground up, I thought, this is going to be my studio for years. But as time went by, I outgrew it really fast, and I mean within a year fast. This new garage will allow me to make bigger and better things, and more importantly, better videos that I can share with you, the viewer. I want to grow this community of bakers and share my passion with the world, and hopefully this will allow me to do that. After about a month's worth of work and an uncountable amount of trips to Home Depot, the shop is finally done. I'd like to give a huge thank you to the amount of people who helped with this project. And last but not least, if you want to help support this channel and you want to see more videos like this, you can like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching.